Shabbat Shalom. It's Reuben Ebrahimoff, the Haftorahman. This week's Haftorah, Naso. What is it about? I'll tell you. It's called the birth of Shimshon, the birth of Samson. One of the most fantastic stories in all of the Haftorahs and all of the Nevi'im. Where does it come from? It comes from the book of Shoftim, translated Judges. But those days, they weren't just judges in a courtroom, they were military leaders. You'll ask me, was Shimshon a military leader? He led a one-man army. We know the famous story about him and Delilah. That is for another recording, because it's not a Haftorah. So now, let's talk about the birth of Shimshon. Typically, there's a story of a barren woman, and she is out in the field. And the Haftarah opens, which there was this man from the Dan tribe of Dan, and that his name was Manoach, Menucha, rester, and his wife, Akara. It was his wife that was barren. And Velo Yalada, she did not give birth. Now, she's out there in the field meditating and praying, and an angel of God appears to her and says to her, "You're barren, right? And you don't have children." Yes. He says, "Listen to me. Don't drink wine and be very, very careful not to eat anything that's tameh. And that now you are going to become pregnant, and that you should not bring a razor blade onto his head," meaning he's a Nazir, a special status of a person that takes a little bit extra commitment to God, and he doesn't cut his hair, and he doesn't drink wine, and he's not allowed to come in contact with dead people. And that he's going to be a Nazir Elokim, a Nazir of God, and that he will save the Jewish people from the Philistines. Now, the woman hears this, sees this angel, she goes running into the house, and she speaks to her husband, who's sitting there, and he's like, "You look like you just saw something amazing." She says, "Yes, there was this man out in the field, and he just told me that I'm going to be pregnant, and that I shouldn't drink any wine, and I shouldn't do anything like eat this food, that I shouldn't do this, eating tameh." And he says, "Wait a minute, I got to see this guy." Truth of the matter is some commentaries say that he didn't trust, like, who is this guy that said you're pregnant? So he wants to go meet him. She says, "Well, he's gone, he's left, he's not here anymore." So she goes back out in the field because he says, "I want to meet him." And she starts meditating and praying again. And sure enough, this man appears. The angel appears. And she says, wait here. I got to go get my husband." So she runs inside. He walks out with her. And he's like, "Okay, who are you?" And he says, "What do you mean, who am I?" He says, "My wife said that you told her some things. What did you tell her?" And the angel's very careful. The angel says, "I spoke to her. Whatever she said that I said, that's what I said." "And what is your name?" he asks. He says, My name is unknowable. What do you need to know my name?" So then he says, "Please have something to eat," because he doesn't believe that he's just an angel. Angels don't eat. He goes, "Let us make a karban laHashem to give you something to eat." So now they offer up a karban laHashem. He says, "Listen, I don't eat." The next thing they know it, the angel goes up in flames. God, listen to the more spiritually elevated of the two. God would not have accepted our korban, our sacrifice, if he was going to make us pass away from seeing this angel. And that it says that she conceived, and that she was blessed, and that she named her son Shimshon, Samson, Vayigdal hanar vayivarchehu Hashem. And the boy grew up, and God blessed him. Vatachel ruach Hashem lefa'amo b'machanei Dan ben Sarah uven eshtachol. And that he went on to lead the Jewish people. And that the fantastic story that comes afterwards about Shimshon and Delilah, Samson and Delilah. Shabbat Shalom. I'll tell you the story next time.